Oh, it's an enormous turning point on crypto in the United States. We've had 4 years under the Biden administration where they've taken a very hostile stance towards crypto. President Trump, over the course of the campaign, said that he wants to make the U.S. a global crypto center, and we're very excited about the change that will happen, including senior officials who will be very positive on crypto, and efforts by Congress and the administration to adopt regulations, clear federal rules around crypto markets, which I think will be really good for consumers and the industry.
And do you think that President Trump will go ahead in regards to the strategic reserves of Bitcoin?
I think so. He was very clear that that was one of his objectives as over the course of the campaign, and there's already very active efforts by members of Congress to prepare the legislation, consider how to move it. We've been providing some technical assistance in that process. We're the world's largest crypto custodian, and so Coinbase has been pleased to provide some of our perspectives on how you would structure something like that. But it's a really important initiative, and we're glad to try to be helpful with that.
Fariar, tell us more about your plans in the region. You have a license in UAE. Are you looking to expand beyond UAE?
Yeah, the Gulf region is extraordinarily interesting to us. At the moment, our asset manager, our global asset manager, Coinbase Asset Management, is based out of the UAE. And so there's a very deep level of institutional interest among investors across the region that we're very pleased to serve. We also know that there's significant retail interest in crypto, somewhere around 10 to 15+% of the population, and a number of those countries own crypto. And so we're looking at opportunities to potentially come on shore so that we can serve the retail customers as well. And so there's some really dynamic innovations happening. The UAE, Bahrain are looking at and have already established some really good rules around the crypto markets. And so we're looking carefully about opportunities to enter directly.
10 to 15% is compared to what's the global average?
It varies. It's somewhere around 10+%. In the U.S., it's 17 to 20% of the population. So somewhere we say about 50 million Americans own crypto. So it varies market to market, but it's a high penetration figure in the Gulf region, and we're eager to provide services to them.
What's the value of transactions coming from the Middle East on your platform?
Yeah, I don't know the number per se, but you have about 500 million people around the country who own crypto in stable coins, for example, which are dollar or currency backed cryptocurrencies. You have $30 trillion of annual turnover. I think for people who are not familiar with the crypto markets, it surprises them how large the interest is at the retail level and how large the volumes are at a kind of an aggregate level. And so the markets are large, and I think with the change in the United States, we're in a transformational moment in terms of adoption. We don't talk about individual clients, obviously publicly, but there's a broad range of investors, hedge funds, asset managers, and sovereign wealth funds who are interested in crypto exposure in their portfolios. We serve a number of sovereign wealth funds globally because we are a publicly traded company. We're generally considered the blue chip entryway for investors to enter the crypto markets. And so we're very pleased to serve customers, particularly high-end, sophisticated public investors.
Fariar, one last question. What are your thoughts about what's going on with the Trump meme coin and the Melania meme coin?
Yeah, crypto is ultimately a technology, and there's different ways for people to interact. One way is for people to put out meme coins. I don't have any specific comment on the Trump meme coin, but it shows you that there's a way for public figures, musicians, artists, politicians potentially to connect with their supporters through tokenized mechanisms. And I think that's what we're seeing here, which I think is interesting.